Hello everyone, and welcome to part 3 of a chip off the old block toys, the Harry Potter Diagon Alley build. It's set number 75978. So I really should be calling this part 3.5, only because I did film this section here. Last time we stopped, this top part was not built. However, I filmed it and the SD card became corrupt and I lost the video, and there was no, I tried some recovery tools, didn't work. So this is part 3, technically part 3.5, because I did get bag number 5 and 6 done. So today we're going to start with bag number 7, which should be the rest of this pink building, which looks like selling brooms and some other items and some newspapers over here on this side here. All right, well, let's get started on the building. I hope you guys enjoy. And that's always the first job of starting any Lego build, is getting the bags opened up. We do have a minifigure here. It's one of the shorter children ones. I would like to just say to you guys, I do appreciate your viewership, and I do appreciate the comments and likes. Hope you guys will continue to throw like buttons on there for ones that the videos you enjoy. And also, if your first time here, please subscribe. And if you are not a first-time visitor and just haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. That way you're notified of any new videos, which currently, right now, I'm trying to get a video out every day. And so far that has worked out for a little bit. I'm going to try to continue that. I've got plenty of ideas for videos, so hopefully won't run out on that. And as well as I would like to, although I do not like being political on this channel, I will remain neutral on parties and just ask that if you're in the US, please vote. I don't care how you're going to vote, just vote. And that's all I'll say about that. So here we are. Looks like we're building the front with the windows on here. And this is very interesting in my opinion, because I was, when I first saw the box, I was wondering how they're going to do the windows. And I will show you how they do that in a minute, but very ingenious, in fact. Just like we got a bunch of modified tiles going on here. As well as, I don't know if any of you have seen the new set that's coming out, the new Sesame Street set. It's going to have 6 minifigures. It's going to be the apartment. One of the characters is, in fact, one of my childhood favorites, just because of his rotten personality, and that's Oscar the Grouch, complete with the garbage can. I wish I had a picture I could show you, but I don't. But that set is supposed to be coming out November the 1st, so if it's something you'd like to get, be on the lookout for that. As well as Lego road plates. You guys might have heard, Lego is discontinuing the 10-inch by 10-inch plate, the black one, and they're going with a more modular type that's going to be built out of pieces, and so the roads will be adjustable. I look forward to this only because, if you have watched any of my videos on the city, you will know that that's already kind of what I do. I use tiles instead of they're using 6x6 tiles. I use 2x2 tiles. However, I believe in having the roads that way. Mainly because if I'm going to light something up, I want to have space underneath the roads and on the side of them so that I can run the wires. I also like it because Lego has, over the years, switched up the size of their vehicles. They've gone from 4 studs to 6 studs, and some of them even larger than 6 studs wide. And so therefore, it has been several years ago. In fact, I was living in Virginia when I decided to go to my own road system besides the Lego one. So that's been going on for me for about 7-8 years. And Lego has decided to do something similar. I'm glad to see that. I am very interested on the price point, only because I'm not trying to badmouth Lego in any sort of way, but sometimes, as you know, their price points are very high, and I'm hoping that they don't go too high on these, because I think the concept's really great. I never liked the road plate system. Well, I did, okay, let me back that up. As a child, I collected the road plate systems back when they had the green plates with the light gray roads on them. However, the problem with the current system they have is that they gave you a crossroads, or basically, you know, a plus sign where two roads met each other, and they sold that with a straight plate. So in other words, there was no way to buy them separately unless you went on Bricklink, which of course would cost more. And I kind of felt this was a marketing ploy by Lego, a failed one though, because it turned me off. I mean, I have, one of these days you will see a video, and I am putting them together, my individual sets, my personal ones, and I will show you my personal collection. I have literally spent tens of thousands of dollars on Legos, and that move got me to not invest or buy these Lego road plates, because if you can only buy one crossroads with a straight plate, then you're going to end up with a lot of crossroads that you don't need. The old system was you bought two straight plates together, two curved plates together, two T plates together, two crossroads together, and that made sense. However, Lego, for whatever reason, did that. And like I said, I felt it was a marketing ploy, and that caused me not to buy not even one single one of those. And that is a loss of money for Lego, and I am sure that I'm not unique in my thought in that. I am sure that there are several collectors that saw that and said, no, I'm not going for that. And those road plates, actually the black ones, had the longest run with Lego. I think it was something like 11 years. However, this man did not buy any. Oh, and this is what I was talking about. They used a 1 by 2 by 5 brick clear, and then they drew or painted these windows on there. I think that's really cool because Lego has nothing that compares to that currently. So that was a very ingenious idea to get these really small windows without having to create a new piece. I am going to check out the new road plates, but if they don't fit what I'm currently doing, then I'm just going to keep doing my own thing. Oh, made a mistake there. That's what happens when you build upside down. Sometimes you just don't get it right. Ooh, what did I... Oh, I see. Okay, so we gotta set this aside for a minute. So it looks like this is going to be a version of that window, just a little smaller. And speaking of my personal collection, I mentioned a little earlier, I'm going to start doing some videos of me building and rebuilding. Some of these I just haven't had time to put together. I have approximately 40 sets that are in boxes that I've just never had the time to build. So I will build those for the first time on camera. And then I'm going to rebuild some of the old classic sets. And I have plenty of classic sets. Like I have the space monorail. I've got the airport shuttle, which is the town version of the monorail. I have the good old space station, Space Supply Center, I think is what it's called. It's from the 1980s. It has a light gray base plate that's raised up. Part of it is, and I'll be building that on camera, as well as some newer ones, like some of the speed racers. I've got the Winter Village. Man, I got a lot. And of course, I have all the modulars. Some of them are already built. However, the ones that are not built, I will build those on camera, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And of course, after I'm done building my entire personal collection, I will go ahead and do a full video of my full entire collection. And I might even do one on my Bricklink store just to show you the inventory that I have. Admittedly, I have been letting my Bricklink store kind of fade out. That's mostly because with Lego closing the factories for 2 months, due to the pandemic, a lot of the sets and pieces that are available had dwindled there for a while, and I just I already had a lot of pieces. I think I had 900,000 when the pandemic started. I just checked today, I'm in the high 600,000s worth of pieces, so I have sold about a third of my inventory. With creating YouTube videos, I find this much more fun than a Lego store. And with the depletion of parts, some of the better ones that are worth the money to get involved in just aren't available. And a lot of the newer ones don't seem to, the prices seem to be a little higher, so it's not really worth it. So I may or may not continue doing my Bricklink store. Only time will tell, and market conditions. So, okay, same thing there, just kind of the mirror image of it, a little smaller. So as you can imagine, I'm a very busy person with 4 kids, although 3 of them are grown. I do have a grandchild as well. And owning my own business, Bricklink store, and YouTube videos, and on top of that, I do have a full-time job. So I'm a very busy guy, as you can imagine. I still like to have fun, and sometimes my fun can be a little on the weird side. I had obviously one of those spam calls where they call you up and, this particular one said that the Federal Reserve Bank had noticed suspicious activity on my bank account, and that as a result of that, I had a pending criminal case against me. Well, I found that to be humorous in the least, because if you're a U.S. citizen, you probably know that the Federal Reserve Bank does not monitor your bank accounts. And the fact that they said that basically they were law enforcement and it was generic made it even funnier, because, well, I just knew they were full of it. So because I had a little bit of time, I took the call and decided to mess with the person a little bit. And so I pressed 1 like they said and held on the line, and when the lady came on, she asked for my name. I told her Fred Flintstone, which, if you don't know, was a cartoon about cave people in the 80s. It was really funny. And she asked me to spell it, so I did. And she said, "Oh, well, we've got 2 criminal cases against you," which I had to suppress laughter. So I asked her who she worked for, and she said, oh, I work for a law enforcement agency that's over the Federal Reserve Bank, which there is no law enforcement agency over the Federal Reserve Bank. The Federal Reserve chairman is chosen by the president, and there really isn't much oversight over them there. They act independently. They can raise interest rates whenever they want. They can do whatever they want. Well, not within reason, but so I found her response very humorous because there is no law enforcement agency directly over the Federal Reserve Bank. And I said to her, well, that's funny. I work for the same agency. And I said, my boss, Barney Rubble, who, if you've watched the Flintstones cartoons, you would know is Fred Flintstone's best friend, even though he causes a lot of trouble for Fred. And I said, I also work for the same agency, I said, and my boss, the legendary Barney Rubble, doesn't like it when people impersonate our department. And as soon as I said that, the lady hung up on me. So I normally don't answer those calls. I mean, I know that when I pretty much have a pretty good idea when those calls are coming, just based off of the area code, because they try to copy my area code. Well, I got my phone number in Maryland, and I now live in Utah. So whenever I get a call from the Maryland area, I know those numbers if they're my friends, and so I know that when I get a random number from that address or that area code, that they are trying to basically make me feel like, oh, this should be a familiar number, you need to answer this one. And so, you know, I know they're toying with me, so I toy with them back. And this particular time, I had a lot of fun toying with them. All right, so we're getting somewhere with this one. Looks like we're getting a nice front end here. Oh, and I must say too that because the SD card got corrupt, that next week's video on the city is going to be kind of weird, because the pictures I did in fact on the pictures the time lapse. I already shot that, so and I did move that over to my hard drive, so I didn't lose that, but I did lose the original few minutes of the video where I'm talking, and so I will have to redo that, and it's gonna have the city partially already further than it was the last time it was on the video. So again, it was because of my SD card getting corrupted that happened. So it wasn't a blunder on my end. In other words, I know how to shoot videos, but unfortunately, things do and can and will happen, and this is the result of an SD card getting corrupted before I had a chance to pull it off of there. So hopefully you guys will understand that when you watch that video. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, believe it or not, sometimes I have trouble talking and concentrating on the build at the same time. Not that I'm not able to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, but sometimes I do find it difficult. And I do like this build a lot. I do like the immense amount of character in the buildings and details. I think that, to me, displays the artistic value of Lego, and also the universal, I don't know what you call it, the utility of their pieces, how certain things can be different all the time. You know, you can use, for instance, these pieces that are here are used as side glass pieces, but I have seen them also as headlights on some of the bigger trucks that Lego do that are 6 studs wide. And I really like that about pieces, how it's really only your imagination that stops, and your pocketbook, but it's mostly your imagination that stops your ability to be able to build here. Okay, so it looks like we need some of these tiles here, modified tiles. Okay, so how are they supposed to be? Okay, they do hang off a little bit, good. And this dark red color, if you didn't already know, it came out after Lego did some Star Wars sets. And I find that very interesting how it was a Star Wars, I think it was the Millennium Falcon was the first time that they ever did the dark red color. And it was, and I believe it was the Millennium Falcon, the second version of it that had it on there. But I think it's very interesting how Legos has evolved over the years, and the amount of colors. Like when I was a kid, you had green, white, red, and blue, and yellow, and that was about it. And over the years, they've come out with many different colors. In fact, the last time I looked at the Bricklink database, it was saying something like there's 153 official Lego colors, and that is way up from the 6 or 7 I had as a kid. So I do love the fact that Legos has evolved over the years, and it's been neat to see their growth, and it's been neat to see also the types of pieces that have come out. Like, you know, I remember when tiles basically were either 1x1, 1x2s, or 2x2s, and you know, now they've got 1x3s, 1x4s, 1x6s, 1x8s. They've got curved tiles. You name it, they've got it. So I really do like how much Lego has evolved over the years. And not just the pieces, but the colors as well. So far. Now for the other side. And I also like how Lego filled in the centerpiece here with these bricks. That's pretty cool. Okay, and we've got this piece here. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be, but it looks like some sort of lights with a decoration showing that it's a store, but the significance of it's lost on me. Okay, that completes bag number 7 here. Oh, well, I did that wrong. All right, a little confusion on the instructions. It tells me to turn it around, but for the building, but it's actually in the same position as it was before, so I'm not going to follow that one. So here, this gray, this dark gray plate doesn't come over, so Lego wants us to stick that on the bottom of the tile to kind of make up for that. Not a usual thing that Lego Hazards doesn't do in any of these builds, but that's why I wanted to point it out. All right, I'm going to work on the front end for a little bit, it looks like. Looks like we've got some decorations for the side of the doors there. Gotta do that another time here for the other side. All right, looks like we're going to work on some decorations above the door here. And they're using the jumper plates here to get these a little off center on purpose. And also because they have the off stud holders, they can get away with that on the bottom there. And next comes a sticker for the store, and it's called the Daily Profit. Can't do this upside down, guys, sorry. And now we got three 8x8 dark gray plates going across here. I'm getting more use out of this hot pink color. Looks like we're getting ready for some windows on the second floor here. And I'm always a fan of using plates to do really small detail like this. In fact, when I built the Chili's restaurant, the whole front that was supposed to simulate a rock facade front was built entirely out of these plates, and it made it look really cool because it was small. It looked like those little stones they have in real life all along the front. So that is a very cool technique. Okay, looks like we get some spider webs going here. And it looks like we're going to be building some sort of bookcase here. I guess these are supposed to stimulate newspapers again, or some sort of magazines. Just like in the lower level of this building here. So there it is so far. And this goes just on the inside, right here. I will do my best to do this upside down, not one of my strengths. And next we get a treasure chest. And looks like we get another mannequin here. I'm not sure what this is yet. And we got another sticker that says, "Feel free to test fly any of our brooms." And it comes with a piece that I have never seen before. It is a tile piece here that's rounded on all edges. Oh, getting a little ahead of myself here. That never feels good. Okay. Well, this completes bags 7 and 8, which means it completes part 3 of the build of the Harry Potter Diagon Alley set number 75978. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you have, please hit the like button. If it's first time here, please subscribe, or if you've just been here before and just never subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And also hit the notification bell so you're notified of any new videos as they come out, which currently is every day. All right, hope you guys enjoy, and have a good one.